we're mad.
Whoa. Podcast is started.
Tell me what you're talking about.
This is when we get serious on serious issues.
We are serious.
And what we're talking about right now, what we're talking about as far as kids, as far as getting help from government assistance, as far as me finding out about my daughter being 11 and trying to bond with her and how hard it is for me to bond with her. And we're talking about a lot of things. We're going to get into a relationship. This is where the podcast gets raw. In the beginning, we're a little bit different. We talk about subjects. Now we are getting a little bit more raw. It is me, Slick Baby, Sean Cooper, and Monty Hicks. And right now we have a guest on the show. We got 2 guests right now on the show. We have Shorty Brandon Rice. And y'all follow him. Everything he said was Shorty Brandon Rice. And he's also a comedian with us.
Brandon Rice.
And we also have my manager and friend, Janelle.
Hello.
We had.
This is our council meeting this time.
Yes, we right now.
Council meeting.
A very council meeting. Right now.
I can knock your gums out.
Right now, we also trying to get. We had to put another woman on here because Sean can't be by herself against me. She will not win this one.
I know how to defend women.
She will not win this one.
I know
last
how
time
to
it was a bunch of women, and like that right, Monty was outnumbered last week. This week we not outnumbered.
It doesn't matter. Y'all outnumbered because I'm over here popping it out.
But the thing about it is,
what you not gonna do is right because you motherfucking clapping.
Listen. First of all, let's get back to the subject.
Hold on. Last thing, we got Marlo behind. Marlo's not on the couch. Marlo's producing tonight, but you will hear him in the background. But we are definitely having a real conversation tonight. Chime in, tune in, say what you want to say, or something that should be put up.
Question: how many people's kids knows exactly what they used to be? Does your kid know you smoke pot?
Yeah.
Does your kid? Okay. My kids know everything.
Well,
I've got this idea. I don't know how good it works, but my kids know.
I don't think your kid. See, I come from old school. I didn't know what the fuck my parents did. And I think that's how it should stay. Really? Your parents should not.
You should be real with your kids.
No, bro. So being real sometimes is being ignorant. But because you shouldn't tell them everything that you fucking do.
Not everything. I know that.
But just hear me out. Just hear me out.
Hold on.
Hold on. At the end of the day, if you do it, it makes them feel like it's okay.
You're right. You're 100%.
So therefore, if you don't want your kids to smoke, you don't tell them that you smoke. You smoke somewhere else. Not around them. You don't do it around them. You don't even let them know. The whole point is you want to be a good parent. I personally feel because we come from old school, Monty. Did you know what your parents did?
I don't know what my parents did. I can say about my child is a different situation. My child, I got into a car, I can smell weed. I said, look, I don't even care if you smoke weed, but don't do it in your car.
But they didn't do it around you.
Do it the right way.
Okay, so then I said, you smoke with me if you want to, but don't do it in your car. I said, trust me on this. If a cop pulls you over for a taillight, he smells that.
Hold on, why is Monty giving his parents?
He's right.
Law advice.
He's right though.
I understand it, but what age was you when you were giving your parents law advice?
No, I gave my daughter this advice maybe 3-4 years ago.
Your daughter. We're not talking about your daughter. We're talking about your parents.
I said I don't know what my parents do.
Just now. My daddy just
that's the point.
me.
But that's
a different generation right now.
I know, but we need to. Some things need to stay the fuck how it is. I don't feel like some things is new school shit.
You're right.
I think sometimes
I'm a believer in my kids staying a child.
I'm a believer on the age.
The only reason why my child knows that I smoke is because when I was smoking in my room in my own time, she walked in the room and saw that I was smoking.
Okay, I can understand.
So I was I don't make it a habit to drink around her. I don't make it a habit to smoke around her. I don't make it a habit to show my child anything that isn't. I try to show my child the best version of me possible with her understanding that, yes, I do fall short. Yes, I am.
You're right. You're wrong sometimes, right?
But I try to make sure she knows who I am at all times. But I also have to make sure she knows how to be a
there you go. Teach them
how to be a young woman in today's society.
Teach them.
But she's also 8 years old, so I have to be able to shuffle that information out to her as she grows up, piece by piece, to her understanding level.
100.
So that comes with talking with your child.
Okay, number one.
My case is a little different. Mine's a little different.
But
let other people talk.
Mine's a little different. Mine's a little different.
You do a lot of talking.
She's right.
You can do a podcast by yourself.
I waited.
She's right. She's 100% right.
Go ahead.
She's right. 100% right though. I'll give you that. 100% right. But when your kid's 15 years old, he knows I smoke pot. I don't drink like that. Like that shot of Hennessy and 2 shots of Hennessy, thank you. Is all I can say.
You welcome.
Thank you. But when your kids know that you smoke pot,
it's a Trippin podcast.
Exactly. When your kids know that you smoke pot, then don't do it in front of them because yes, it gives them an idea of my daddy does it, then I can do it.
Yes.
Okay, but if you give your kids just a pinch, just a pinch. I know I'm a snowflake in this whole motherfucker. But just a pinch.
We got some cream in the coffee.
That's all right. You know, every once in a while.
I still say it all depends on the age.
It does, but give them a little.
At 8 years old,
You can take more back.
8 is too
The
fucking
reason
young.
I say that.
I just told you why she
She's
got
8.
back, but
True, but you should have lied. You and my parents did to me when I thought you lied.
no, she
That's when a lie is cool.
Right, so
no,
what's
she
the
didn't
age?
ask me.
Hold on.
She didn't ask me.
No, I said so. What?
So what's the age that you would tell your child?
12. I said 12.
Teenager.
I'm not telling her.
13. I'll give you that. I agree with you on that.
Here's the
13.
thing. Here's the thing. You gotta understand where your child at in life.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we got some 12-year-olds. Every child grows up in a different home.
There you go.
So personally, my child, she knows that I smoke, but she doesn't know what I smoke. Let's put it out.
So you should tell her a cigarette.
There you go.
So when she asked me, I was just like, I just made something up. But she came back and she was talking. She came back and she was talking to her cousin, and her cousin told me that she thought it was.
Oh yeah.
So that's when I had to have a conversation with her because she told someone else what she thought it was, and they came back and told me. So I had a conversation with her. Didn't tell her what I did. Just had a conversation with her, so that it's not something that's present on her mind.
But you told her though, didn't you?
But when she gets to a certain age,
It's a podcast. You gotta raise your hand.
but when she gets to a certain age, I'ma tell her. We gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna tell her that I smoke, but we gonna talk about what weed is.
There we go. You're right though. Teach them though.
Go ahead, Shawn.
What I want to say is, it don't matter what you talk to your kids about nowadays. Before you talk to them, they already know what's going on.
Exactly.
TikTok, Facebook,
everything.
In every social media make the kids older before they and they talk to their friends at school. You know, everybody in the world, damn near family smokes pot.
Yeah, almost.
I know a little girl that can tell you what weed is and show you where it's located if you need to ask for it. So this is my thing. You don't have to. You don't have. Once you talk to your kids, please keep in mind nowadays, this new century, these kids already know. They already got a whiff of it. You're just letting them know
the right way.
The right way. You're not telling them wrong. You're telling them the right way because they already know. Just like, excuse me. That's just like, I know some little kids now. They're watching porn.
You're right.
They're watching porn because their older siblings is watching porn. Or they caught them watching porn.
We talk about when I found myself.
I mean, do you want me to stop the story?
No, you keep going.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You keep going.
What's the website?
What's the website?
Don't break away.
So, you know, these kids, and they learning it from school. They're not learning it. They're not learning it at home. They're learning it
on the school bus.
And their peers.
Same way I learned.
Okay, so the question I want to ask everybody. This is for everybody. And please, y'all, please talk one at a time. Because you got to understand, when we sound cluttered like this, our viewers,
we are doing it.
Hey, how you doing?
We are doing
everybody. Yeah, but what I want to say is, regardless of what they find out from other people, regardless of they being on the bus, regardless of them finding out things at school, there is an uphold of respect that we supposed to do as parents.
You're right.
To not tell them. Now, if you do want to talk to them and tell them,
let's just open door policy.
Thank you.
13.
Open door policy. I'm not going to say 13.
Matter of fact,
I'm not going to put an age on it.
it.
Thank you. Number one, I'm not going to put an age on it. I want to say when your kid is mature enough to the point where you know what they doing, but they ain't saying nothing to you, but you ain't stupid.
Okay, I'm with you.
Then that's the time to pull them to the side.
You're right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really think that we shouldn't. Are we getting a lot of feedback?
You don't know.
They ain't a motherfucker on that Facebook now. Ain't nobody on Facebook. You want to get on Facebook.
What you went to school for computers and you feel like I'm younger than you. I know what I'm doing.
Hey, I feel like I'm
a youngin' in this group.
I feel like I'm a youngin' in this group.
That's what I'm saying.
It makes me feel good to be the youngest.
You know what I'm doing?
I'm actually
you still wearing low top Adidas, nigga. Hey, you talking about Run DMC? Hell out of here. They just run and DM.
Look at your breath. You still
ain't seeing them now. Oh, shit. Killed Jam Master J. When Jam Master J died, those should have died.
Shit sound like a cash.
He 37.
Oh, I'm 38. I'm the third oldest in here. Damn.
But the third oldest don't matter.
It don't matter.
Third youngest, number one.
Whatever.
Tell the right way.
You don't need no more pure Hennessy.
None at all.
You say 85, but
You gonna be walking around here humming after a while.
But I just personally think. So we're gonna say one more thing. I will say one more thing on this topic, then we're going to the next.
Go ahead.
But the thing I want to say personally for everybody, I just think when it comes to your children, you have to figure out when they're ready.
When they're ready.
Because as a parent, you know your child, you know your child, you know your
You're
child,
right.
you know your child, I know our child.
You're right.
And we have to know when they're mature enough to have that conversation. Of course, they're going to hear shit early. That's when they get cuss words from elementary.
I feel like on the bus.
I still know the signs.
Yes. I don't want to be the cool parent. I want to be the responsible parent.
I'm a
cool.
I don't want my kids to get in trouble like I did.
I'm trying to protect my child.
I don't want them to go to jail like I did. I'm a 3-time convicted felon. I beat 4. I've done 15 years of my life in a county jail. Like literally, I don't want my kids to see a jail cell.
So why do you want to put balls? You don't have to keep telling them.
Teach them the right way to do it.
I understand.
This is what
I mean, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I am happy to hear a white man with the jail, but I'm not trying to hear that all the time.
But he ain't go to jail for the right thing.
No, hell yeah. Nobody told me I'm not.
Okay, let's speak up on Chicago the other day. The white boy that was shooting at the parade from the top of the fucking roof. They caught this motherfucker. He went to jail. Now, if it was a black person,
Look, let me tell you. Look, y'all don't know my story. Look, my story. Now, this is 100% true.
They're not gonna be able to see you sit there and look.
My story. Now listen, this is no lie. If anybody wants to say that I was the black guy in my town, I was the black guy.
Number one.
Listen, you know what?
Nobody.
Look, I've got a tan no matter what. You made me a tan no matter how you look at it. Look, I have been the man that's been. I have been arrested because of my last name. Has anybody else been arrested because of their last name?
How did you get caught a name like Rice?
But literally, you know why? You know why? Listen. This is 100%.
related to Jerry.
100. Jerry's my uncle.
What about Uncle Ben?
No, Uncle Ben. 100% true. 100% true though.
That town where
I have
last name.
I'm
going to Rice. What you say? Hold on. What you say?
You one of them Rice boys.
I'm get one of them white boys that rest no.
I knew your mama and your daddy.
Yeah. I arrested them both.
Look, this is no lie. I had been walking. I had been look. I ain't got no uncle.
I'm just saying, I arrested them both.
I ain't both went to jail.
This is
Your mama and dad love story was in Bookie. Hey, your mama and dad love story was in Bookie. What kind of shit is that? Yeah. In 76, they was in there.
They said love,
They said love. They was taking
Hey, Marlon, you going like, I love the way you take that damn picture.
You look good, Stan.
I love how you got that third tooth missing.
Hey, if you ain't got no teeth, you're my girl.
We should make babies.
I like that depth shot with the numbers.
Hold on, so what you say? We should make babies.
We should make babies.
Babies though, 100%. I have been walking down the road and I have been handcuffed just to see what they want.
That's what he meant.
I said that's what they meant. Book it.
Yeah.
That's what he meant.
Said that's a good picture, good look.
Oh shit!
Okay.
I'm from Sippin.
Can I get a proof of that mugshot?
A wallet size.
Then what we gonna do? What we gonna do? He had his rape whistle in.
I know. I'm the only white boy here.
That's his SVU whistle. That's his SVU whistle.
Oh shit! That was good though. That fucking hard. That was good though.
Fucked up.
Okay. Now what we want to do? We've been on this subject enough. We're gonna move on to the next subject. And what I want to talk about, I want to see if y'all feel me. I want to get red flags in dating. Because a lot of times we date yesterday because we got to talk about
for us or our kids.
Oh damn!
For
You got talking about the kids?
Look, I'm thinking about my young.
I wish the fuck my goddamn little young 9-year-old be trying to talk about some. Daddy, what should I look for in dating?
Well, I got
bitch,
12.
nothing.
I got a 12 and 15-year-old.
You should make sure he got lunch money, bitch. That's what I'm saying.
Right, milk money.
Alright, so let's talk about red flags
Milk
today.
money.
Milk money.
And I want to
That's a
start.
white thing.
Let's start with Shawn.
No. I want to start with Monty.
Why me?
The reason I want to start with Monty on red flags today because we got a rep for the fellas.
Nah, Monty got some stories. I know.
After last
I went in with a red flag.
Monty can't rap for the fellas because he only date white women.
They don't mean no.
Hey,
Monty don't really have red flags because the chick that he was into from last week ain't really
Hey, look, Monty ain't late no matter how you look at it. I'm with you on that.
It gets real. What's that?
Let me all hear him out.
Now hold on, wait. She said you only date white women.
That's not true.
He loves it.
That's not true.
Wow.
You know what? I knew it was something about you.
It is.
Scream white women. I knew it. You make you scream a white girl.
She better be Beverly Hills.
Nah,
90210.
I've been married
Look
to
at
Shell toes.
He got the loop poop. He got the loop and swoop and pull.
Them are
got messed up, bro.
Them are plumas.
So anyway, what I said.
Ankle.
Hold on, man. We gonna let Monty talk about his red flag.
Shoes got your
All right,
ankle
come on, give me
and
your
death grill.
Okay, here. What is he doing?
Oh man, I got it.
He's tripping.
Easy.
We're sipping and we're tripping.
We're having fun.
Small, I need the lighter.
Somebody
Talk to the
like-
lighter. I like my cigarette.
Now y'all just gonna keep going light across the floor.
Where is my lighter?
Hey, we a hood podcast.
Where is my
We ain't got the
lighter?
budget yet. If they give us the budget,
Yeah, let us get paid.
we already have a lighter. We're trying to get the budget. You know, the budget give us the lighter.
Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal, she lost around 20 of them.
No shit, throw Crystal and Madison in there.
Crystal, you owe us all them lighter sis, so we pulling up.
We seen you post that.
Fucking lighter thief.
My thing is, I'm just open-minded. I want somebody who's open-minded.
No, what's your red flag?
Okay, I don't really.
What?
What's your red flag?
When they not open-minded, what happens?
What do you look
I gotta
for?
get rid of them.
What do you look for?
Give me the red flag.
When you
If you dating a woman, Monty, if you're out on a date, okay, I'm giving fucking
Tell us what you don't like in white women.
What is
Why is it gotta be the white girl?
Let us know.
They
Share it right now. Lay it out.
Hold on, we got a white representative tonight now.
Show us the 3
We
card.
do.
Brandon showed it
We
right.
got to
We
see
here.
all the white tee people.
We're here, white t-shirt.
Yes, and
White
also
tee.
we have
Actually
the white
jersey.
tour coming.
Paul
got-
Pierce,
you got
Kansas.
Asian,
Yeah, but you said a white t-shirt. You're
No, it's
I mean, it's all
We have a white
We're
We're gonna announce that later.
Yeah.
But right now,
You got a
everybody,
Yeah.
everybody, we gonna quiet down. We're gonna hear Monty's. We want to know what Monty's red.
That nigga said 2000 last month. Yeah, what's up? What up? What is it?
Oh, okay.
All right,
Back in MySpace days. How about that?
Early 2000s.
See, that's
She
what I'm
was
saying.
right.
She was grown when that was happening. Huh?
Yes.
Wow.
Catch
Wow.
us.
We
She
gotta hear this. We gotta hear
She
this.
told me to come in
You
and
gotta hear this.
sit on the couch. When I sat on the couch, I could see down in the hallway. She didn't even meet me at the door. She said, "Come on in and sit down and sit on the couch." I sat on the couch. TV over here. The hallway's down this way. How come when she came down the hallway, she was sliding against both sides of the hallway?
Oh, now you got.
Holy shit!
There's a
He
difference.
more.
There's a difference.
Sean,
She
stop
was
it.
catfishing before it became a thing.
You
There
call
you
your
go.
buddy
There you
and
go.
She was catfish before it was catfish.
I said,
She was catfish when it was whitening.
Damn, that was too funny. I couldn't even laugh.
See?
Bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a real story.
Yeah.
If you have to slide down the hallway and you touch both sides of the
You
hallway,
got
I can't
Call
do it.
buddy.
So how
love about
big was
she
you
didn't
back in the
Now
day?
the question I want to know.
stuck.
Hold on. A question I want to know.
No, I didn't do it.
You didn't fuck.
I
You
do it.
didn't? You
I
have to go
I
through
hung
that.
out with her for a little while, but I
Oh,
was
you got a
It
hand
has to
drop.
be nice.
Look.
But let's
I
get
had to be nice.
let's
Because I
get
had
this
to
right.
clean up so
Smelly.
Pussy smell like cat.
First of all, she didn't slide. I'm gonna just stop that right there.
She hit both sides of those walls.
But she didn't motherfucking slide.
So
Somewhere in
she
that area, she got
She
stuck.
turned the light on 3 or 4 times as she walked down the hall.
So she had one of them suicide.
Yeah. She
She had a nigga with like she had
Hold up. I don't know if y'all caught this. This nigga said she would cut lights on and off.
Yeah, cause she trying to fuck up his bitch.
Shit.
Oh my God.
She was trying to give you a
Oh my
A
God.
real
fantasy.
Look, this is a good Tuesday night one for you.
So, like I said,
It's Tuesday.
I can't do obese. There's a difference in thick You got,
You're right.
Yeah, obese.
But obese,
I think they're thick.
That's like 600 pounds.
But I think, hold on,
Yes, I can't do that.
hold on. I think it's liver. I think it's thick, fat, and then obese.
That's what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, man, I'm gonna.
So she skipped fat.
She went straight to
She was
obese.
past fat. She was
one of the bitches be on
Walk
horse.
down.
She was Rasputin where she blew the horn.
Now Rasputin, she made Rasputin look like motherfucking Kim Kardashian.
Look, I was in the East.
That was a red flag. Oh,
it
like
don't
this.
matter.
That's pretty damn
Look,
big.
I was like,
He's almost obese too.
hey,
Look, when you cut on and off lights walking down the hall,
you fucking fat.
you a big bitch.
You need some
You're
help.
quoting two social security numbers at this point.
You better call two buddies.
Yeah.
But look, this
So
is no lie.
You got good credit on one and bad credit on another. You
I
that damn
felt-
big.
You switching in between
I
accounts.
felt bad for her, but
I bet she was shit that weight on your.
So hold on. So let's get this right.
Yeah.
We ain't even got to everybody else.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me so one of your red flags is a woman is too big.
obese. That's a difference.
Okay.
I'm not saying just big.
What about from the
Because he love the ladies.
Okay, let's get. We
He's
got
saying
you.
he don't
Let's
love
go to one of the ladies.
the ladies times
We could be a market for the whole show.
You can.
Right.
Because
This
is the whole Jerry Springer episode. Right
You know, always show.
You don't know who's coming out from the back.
When a bitch need a crane and to get there, that's a big bitch.
Look, I like big girls though. I'm a little guy. I'm a little guy. But I love big girls.
Yeah, they say opposite.
I love big girls. You know why? I love big girls.
Okay,
It ain't your turn.
we gonna skip. No, it's his turn now. He love
How
big
big?
girls.
How big?
This is no lie.
What is your red flag? We know you love big girls.
Look. We
And
got.
I want people to know, Shorty is small enough to fit in a nigga's pocket. So I want to let you know.
I'm calling these poppers.
Yeah, he's like a Lucky Charm. So I just want to know.
I don't think he magically delicious.
Hey, she ain't never had my teeth out, has she? Anyway.
I'm sorry, she ain't what?
Never had my teeth
That's
out.
a good head.
Look, this is honest.
No, that's only for men.
What?
That's only a good
You
head.
Look, I punched
You
myself.
gonna
Some
y'all
men
on
bite.
my bean?
Some men bite. Some men you can feel the teeth.
But
too.
what I'm saying is, that's only a good head for men from a woman when she got no teeth.
You're right, but you don't.
Now, I don't know about no teeth.
Now, Shawn and Janelle, I have to ask y'all. Have you ever had a man to rub his teeth across the clean, like to make it uncomfortable? So that's what I'm saying. So it got to be good both ways.
Now, but all men I
He's
fuck with
not
got
always
good
on
head.
my bean.
It's both ways, sweetheart. It's both ways.
No, I ain't never seen no man. I don't know about that.
I'm not
I don't
crazy.
fuck with old people.
Red flag, no teeth.
Not.
Red flag, no teeth.
Just because your tongue gone don't mean nothing.
Look.
Red
It don't
flag,
matter.
no teeth.
She basically said, "Nigga, you a red flag."
You a red flag with no teeth. Put a
I'm
flag
trying to
in
figure, because first of all,
Call my blood.
if I can see what you about to say before it come out your mouth, I can talk to you.
Especially if you spit on you.
Okay. Just sit. Just sit. Everybody get sit.
You go ahead.
Wait, hold on. Everybody, I want everybody to make the clean face when I go down.
I ain't doing it.
You don't never want to cooperate with shit. Nope. Slow face. So we want to know, what is your red flag for us,
She
Dave?
just.
I ain't got no red flag.
We know.
I'm married. I ain't got no red flag. I'm
So-
gonna stay with one I got because this is no lie. They sent me from East Tennessee. Never been to a big city. I went to the rehab downtown Mission. The Mission.
Why y'all gonna fix my life?
Look, I stayed 21 days and left with a nurse and married that bitch 4 weeks later to stay in Nashville.
I swear, every time we talk to you, we just.
But I mean, she probably was used to
I
it.
love her though.
Pieces to
Hey,
the puss.
look, she's made me a better man.
Everything
She has.
Oh,
Look, she has made me a better man. You know how?
But you know
Shut
what?
I'm
you
not
get all the
in
dogs in your
Look, I'm not in handcuffs. I'm not in handcuffs.
So give me this. Give me a red flag for them bitches before her.
God damn, man.
Thank you.
Look, I'm sit down.
Check.
Check. You're right. I can't.
Check.
So basically, ladies,
What we
Shorty
do?
will fuck anything.
I ain't fucking nothing except what's at the house in 107.
Before Shorty got to the house, Shorty fucked anything. That's what we got. Before Shorty got in the house, before he, left his, wherever you put your whole card at, your pimp card, whatever you want to call
And
it.
Shorty has a drug problem because he said he been doing for rehab.
That's why he fuck with a nurse.
That's why his mama mad
Did
at
you
daddy.
not get
Case I OD.
It's like dating your sponsors.
Case
That's not like Drake dating dope man. That's not like dating dope man. You get all the drugs you want.
Until you leave and then
As long as you
you
don't go nowhere, you stay right here. and
You're
smoke
right.
shit.
You're right. No. Hey, look.
We gonna jump to Shawn.
Shawn,
please, as a woman, we need. Look, I gotta do it, Janelle. You need to speak for the ladies. Please tell us a red flag for
just one. Don't go down the list.
No, I was thinking. No, we want to hear.
No, we don't want to hear no.
You don't want to hear my red.
You just don't want to hear my shit on day
Give us
shit.
a shallow one, give us a deep one, and give us one in between.
Damn, it's a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
Oh, you got more than one red flag. I'm getting to you last.
You can get different levels.
I know you gonna run some shit for me.
You can have red flags when you first meet somebody, red flags when you in that dating, trying to figure out if y'all want to be exclusive, legitimate, and then you can have a red flag when you with that motherfucker. Like, there are levels to this.
If they kind of lie on you,
is true.
That lets you know she dated a lot of red flags.
Hi.
No, don't do that.
I just need a whistle, man. Flag on the plate. Flag on.
Go.
What the hell? I'm about to say, what, the dog get loose?
That's my home.
That little crazy ass dog.
That's my home, girl.
Don't open it.
Oh,
shit. Okay, so what we want right now is we want Shawn's
She gonna
red
raise me
flag.
about my dog.
Yeah, here we go now, y'all. We
These
finna
are real
start
now.
getting deep. Now she's speaking for y'all ladies now, so.
No, I'm speaking for me. I can't speak
There
for
you go.
But by you being a female, a lot of red flags that you have, a lot of other women have.
Some females don't got
I mean, they don't. They may not have the red flags that I have.
Yeah, exactly. So you're speaking for yourself.
Don't for
I'm
yourself.
speaking for myself.
So we know if you have a little penis.
They may not.
Okay.
If you have a little penis.
Well,
that's
how
the
many
worst for me.
inches?
Hold on. What inches? No, this is something men
Don't
want
tell
to
me
know.
every man ain't
No,
bitch.
what
How many
inches is like a little dick for you? But because you just said a little dick.
How many have you had?
And you
Don't worry about how many I had. Too much of my
Notice she skipped the dating process and went straight to the fucking process.
No.
Because sometimes you're not dating. You just want to.
What is the inches?
What's
That is a
the
small
have
dick.
to
Because
come
me
to
and we
know
judge penis by porn because we don't see no other dick. I don't see dicks on a regular.
I don't
so
like
we
it,
have only dick that I can get
So
them
he's
it.
saying like 6 inches is like small.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, I made the cut.
You just know you ain't gonna make it.
I'm right there.
He ain't make it when he opened his mouth. He ain't
I didn't say
She's going to go and do
So what's up? What else is
So Shawn,
I'm being honest.
okay, so this honest side. So Shawn, basically what you're saying is anything 7 inches and below is a small penis.
Now we can compromise. You got good head that takes over the smallest of your penis.
This should
That
go
ain't
down to
changed
6.
No, she go down to 5.
So really,
I ain't gonna go down to 5.
That's big dick.
She looked at me and said, hell no.
I mean, my nephew's got dick. That's how. Listen.
Ooh, that made me so uncomfortable.
Right. That make you want to cut you off.
they got cut up tonight.
That's SUV.
We're gonna be on the news
I
tonight.
feel like if it's
So
6
you
below,
been a
I'm
red
going to
flag.
jail.
So you been tell me 7 inches and below. You know that's the average size of a penis, right?
Sometimes.
The average is 6.
The average
That's
is 5 is what
The
I
average
Is that a wide?
The average
So what we're saying is we
5 and 3/4.
Janelle, we'll get to you then.
The average is 5 and 3/4. So it's,
Wow, why she get fucking 3/4?
hey,
No, it's
hey,
important. It's
y'all ask me.
No, you're right.
Let her finish. Let her finish. As the producer at
5
the
and
moment,
3/4.
let her finish.
That's the average.
So what are your red flags? Continue.
One of my red flags is when you date somebody and have a bitch attitude.
Attitudes is huge.
I don't like somebody that can get mad if your phone ring y'all somewhere and it ain't him. That's a bitch move.
Oh, it's a bitch move all day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in between red flag.
Yeah.
Hold on, whoa, now to object to that. If your shit constantly ringing, that's a red flag.
If it's constantly, but one phone call, no.
But some men are so jealous that they don't care if it's constantly. If it rings that one time and y'all haven't, you can say this is my son. You see what I'm saying? Even if it's your kid, some of them are jealous of the surroundings that you have.
Some of them want time. They want all their time.
Yeah, but if it's my child, I'm gonna answer. If you get mad at me for answering my child's phone call, that's a fucking red flag.
No, I can't say that.
I can say
no man finna get mad at you.
Shit.
I
Yeah.
don't know what kind of niggas you deal with.
I didn't say I was.
That's understandable.
First of all, I didn't say I was dealing with anybody. I just said it happened.
Yeah.
That's just a red flag for me.
That was a person.
So
that's a no.
So
that's
we on
red flag for me.
2 red flags with you. So if a man gets self-conscious about you answering the phone, that is a red flag.
Yeah.
And 2, if his dick is 7 inches and below, that is a red flag.
Yeah.
So basically, for y'all, if you want to holler at Shawn, you got to be 8 inches or better, which to me is a porn dick, and you to deal with Shawn. She wants a porn penis. So bring the pain when you come to fuck with Shawn.
All right, cool.
Well, give us one more.
First of all, don't fuck with me.
Give us one more red flag.
Give us an end of relationship red flag.
Yeah, kick him out the house.
When you tell me that you need to find yourself.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Because if you ain't found yourself and
I just found out Shawn was
years old you is, then you ain't gonna never find your motherfucking self.
In your early 20s, maybe.
20. I'll give
not at the age that we all are.
I'll give late 20s. I'll give you late 20s.
Why do you keep calling us old?
I didn't even say that. You
said all of us.
What you're not gonna do is sit our podcast and fuck with us.
She been fucking me already.
We comedians, we will tear your ass up.
I've been tearing y'all up.
She will though.
Okay, so I get that when you in your early 20s, but our age, no, that don't count.
You gotta figure yourself out. You gotta figure yourself out.
Yeah.
That's just a bitch move to
If
get
you
out.
ain't found yourself after 29, you ain't gonna never find yourself.
Especially committing to a relationship, you're saying when you commit yourself to a relationship, you commit all of you. So if you come into the relationship knowing you still looking for yourself, how you gonna be able to
help somebody else,
give your spouse what they need if you ain't able to give yourself what you need? Like
True.
that's the red flag. Like that's a legitimate.
So
red
if
flag.
y'all have any kind of red flags, please tap in. Marlo is producing. He will see it and he will tell us what's going on. So
last but not least,
now, no, I'm not. I ain't got the money.
She ain't even last.
Now we're gonna go to Janelle. Janelle, give us your red flags.
Okay, so a shallow red flag to me personally is the shoes.
What are you?
Shoes. I look at a man from the shoes up, and I take like.
I learned that a long time ago though.
But I
don't
feel
look at
like,
my shoes right now, but
you know how men take care of himself by how he take care of his shoes.
You're right. So if they're nasty, you don't want to be with a nasty motherfucker.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. One thing a real man ain't gonna do is gonna come outside with no goddamn build up dirt shoes.
I saw my granddaddy and my daddy clean their shoes. For every time we went at the house, they always made sure their shoes was clean. That was something I saw every man in my family do. So for me personally, off rip, before I talk to you, before I do anything with you, I'm gonna look at your shoes.
I'm with her.
It's just gonna be something.
So you trying to tell me these ain't gonna make it?
Look, I looked at my shit twice. I looked at my shit twice before I left the house. I put on the all green Converses and thought it was too much. I can't make this up. I swear I did. I thought.
Was Shawn still talking?
No, because he put them.
No, when I left the house today, I've got an all pair of green Converses. I thought it was too much with the Paul Pierce. So I throw on the $140 Air Max that Shorty walked out of the finish line with for free. I don't care if they're dirty. They still
Lord, he just incriminated himself.
You know what? Hey, look, it's been over 3 years ago. Nobody can
I told y'all.
Ain't no statute of limitations on the crime.
Yes, they are.
It is.
They are, sweetheart.
Murder has no
cessation.
I'm sorry. I'm acting listen from the
professional.
3-time felon.
She knows though. She heard it.
So therefore, tell me another, Janelle. Tell me, please tell us another red flag. And remember, you're speaking for the women. So I want women to be
speak for yourself. Don't speak for the women.
You're a woman, so a lot of women feel like
speak for
yourself.
yourself.
Shawn spoke for herself. I spoke for myself.
Another red flag would definitely be inconsistency, and this is in a relationship. Inconsistency with just talking, with just I guess keeping your word.
There you go.
Oh, that's
inconsistency. That's a red flag. Like,
but that's your old lady. You're supposed to tell your old lady 100 every time.
Well, no.
When I say your old lady.
No, when I say
talking about dating.
I'm talking about inconsistency, which means like you texting me